One of the things that I've really come to expect in EO, and it's a great thing. And somebody kind of framed this word, and I thought it's just perfect. It's called intimacy, which is basically instant intimacy, right? So when you meet a EO member, you're kind of just hitting off, like right off, and they stand by certain values.
Hi, EO US Eastbridge. Laura Webb, Marcom Chair. Super excited to be joined today by our president, Siva. And he is coming to us from India, and I'm in Tampa. One of the most amazing things about EO and Zoom, but EO in general. So again, super excited to have him with us. So Siva, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me, Laura.
Absolutely. So why don't you just start by telling me a little bit about yourself? Like, tell me about your family, your qualifying business, maybe why you joined EO. Would love to learn all of that.
Sure. Yeah. Thanks, Laura. First of all, thanks for all the amazing work you're doing, connecting members from all around the East Coast and all around the world, for that matter, in this kind of podcast series. So really, looking forward to connecting with more members through this. I'm Siva Balakrishnan. I'm originally from India. So I've been a EO member for 13 years. I run a technology services company, primarily in the e-commerce space. So we help a lot of mid-market customers, primarily in the US, run their e-commerce engines. So we have delivery centers in India and the Philippines. So that's really my qualifying business. And in all this travel, one of the kind of binding things for me has been EO, right? So wherever I go, wherever I am, there's always EO connections. So that's kind of been, one of the most, satisfying, engagements, relationships that I've had, the EO connections I've made. So that's something that I really cherish. And I was a EO member. I'm an EO member in India, and Eastbridge happened just kind of by accident a couple of years back, because I was spending a lot of time in the US. I thought, hey, is there an opportunity for me to connect with more US-based members, but a little bit more virtually? And it was that time that Eastbridge was, getting started. And of course, the chapter was so welcoming. And that's how, I became part of the chapter, and then was part of the board. And so they had this amazing opportunity through all of that to get to know great people like you. So really excited for what EO has brought me and the journey so far. Yeah.
Awesome. Amazing. Well, thank you very much for that. Yeah, I'm excited about getting to know all of our members as well. I think this is a great way to just get a quick peek inside of who we are. So that's incredible. Mm-hmm. All right. So super easy. So what's a book that's had an impact on you? Could be personal, professional, anything.
Yeah, I mean, my all-time favorite is this book called Happiness Hypothesis. It's by this author called Jonathan Haidt, if I remember right. It's just an amazing book on happiness and why that's kind of really foundational to everything that we're doing. And at the end of the day, we're always chasing happiness. So I have a 20-year-old son, family, work, and there's so many other things that I keep doing. But at the end of the day, every human being, the book kind of tells you that, we're always kind of seeking happiness. And it talks about how to kind of, staircase it and, what's kind of the science behind happiness. So it's been a very, inspiring book for me. And I try to kind of live by some of the things that books talk about. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for that. So what advice would you give your younger self?
Take more risks, of course. Yeah, I wish I've done a lot more of the things that when I look back, I should have, be it business, be it just life in general, reach out to more people and build more meaningful connections. That's, as I've grown older, I've realized meaningful connections are a lot more important than material things that you might gather. And of course, spend more time with people you love. So those are some of the things that I'd maybe advise my younger self. And I get an opportunity to do that a little bit because my son is kind of that age. So and so we have some of those conversations, and it's really good. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that is nice to now kind of like things that you wish you could have told yourself, you actually do. You actually have that opportunity. So that's amazing. Incredible. Anything keeping you up at night right now?
Thankfully, it's the business is good. The just kind of life in general. But one of the big things from a family front is we kind of empty nesters, and that's a big change. So yeah, I mean, we're trying to kind of navigate that, trying to understand what's in store for me. I almost feel like this is, the next phase of my life for several reasons. I recently have invested in my business, so it's probably kind of looking to exit, sometime in the near future. So several things going on, which makes me feel that I'm kind of stepping into that next phase of life. I'm excited for it, but also kind of anxious to see what and how things unfold. So yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of members, especially in our chapter, that probably have some really good experience shares around being empty nesters. So I know that would be something that, to connect with our group. And as you said, EO members are all around the world. So awesome. Okay. Any favorite EO memories?
Oh, EO memories, a ton of them. But yeah, just to kind of, one of the things that I've really come to expect in EO, and it's a great thing. And somebody kind of framed this word, and I thought it's just perfect. It's called intimacy, which is basically instant intimacy, right? So when you meet a EO member, you're kind of just hitting off, like right off, and they stand by certain values, and so. I remember, meeting somebody in Perth, and I've just met this person, maybe a couple of times before. But I just called him up and say, "Hey, I'm here." So he came in, picked me up, and we actually went kangaroo chasing in his 4x4. And I was like, "Wow, I wouldn't have ever imagined doing something like that." A sunset was just so beautiful, and I was just, "Hey, this is only possible in EO, where you call somebody up, and in a couple of hours, you're in a foreign country kangaroo chasing." So yeah, that EO enables some of those fantastic moments. Yes,
absolutely. That's an awesome story. And how did you even know to connect with him? Did you meet him previously, or how'd you know?
Yeah, I have. But one of the things that one of the support systems I've used is the concierge service that EO has, and it's like really good. So they have like a centralized concierge service where you could reach out and tell them, "Hey, I'm going to be in this city and I'm looking to do this." And what they'll do is, connect you to the admin there and the president or whoever is responsible for that. And I've always managed to connect with somebody who shares similar interest, or maybe something that I'm looking to do in that part of the world. So that's been, and sometimes it's not really well known in the community that support is available, and it's very efficient. They follow up, they make sure we get a response. Kudos to Global for that, but that's really worked for me.
That's awesome. Yeah, I feel like I've heard about it, but how do you even access that? Is it just email, or is it on the website, or?
Yeah, you just go to the EO website, and then there's a chat box. I mean, that's the only way I've done it. And then you let them know, "Hey, I'm looking to connect to the concierge service, and this is what I'm looking to do." And they just, put me on to the right person, then ask me to email what I want to do. And then they take care of it. They follow through, make sure, the connections are made, make sure, whatever I need to get done gets done. So I've had 100% great experience every time I used it.
That's amazing. Yeah. I feel like I've heard about it. So thank you for sharing on how to actually locate it. So,
yeah.
Okay. Final question. If you've ever been to dinner with me, I love this one. So we're sitting here, August 2026, back together again. What are we celebrating for Siva?
Oh, yeah, many things. I'm just grateful. Grateful for an amazing year that I've had as a president. And so far, I just feel so lucky that I have a great board. Everybody is kind of firing all their cylinders. I mean, they're actually overachieving in the first couple of months. So I'm pretty certain that it's going to be an amazing year. And I'm going to be celebrating that with you at the end of the year, where, we've had an amazing 12 months. We've launched the pathways. So I hope all the members are aware of that. I'm super excited for that. I'm looking forward to all the members taking advantage of the pathways. and it's still an evolving concept. So hoping that members would give a lot of feedback to make that with those pathways better. So end of the year, I'd be super happy if we can look back and say, hey, we've had a great year. We added a lot of value to the EO chapter, and the pathways were like widely successful. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be celebrating all of that, Laura.
I love that. I love it. Yes. Well, I look forward to celebrating that with you. And thank you so much for your leadership in this chapter and in EO. And, you're truly making a difference in people's lives, and the time that it might be taking away from your business or your family is truly impactful. So I am grateful as a member, as a fellow board member. And so just thank you very, very much for that. So
awesome. So it's always a pleasure connecting with you, Laura. Thanks for putting this together. Look forward to seeing more members here.
Absolutely. So thank you. And I hope you have an awesome day.
You too. Thank you.